Gemini, hey, welcome. Welcome to your January reading 2023. So it's not yet 2023, but I figured we'll get started early and that way we can assist each other to get our groove on and manifest what we are guided to manifest, I would say. And I feel like you've gotten out of your own way and you're ready to celebrate because I put on makeup. It's early Wednesday morning and I don't usually do that. Like I usually take it very slow. I'm a Cancer rising, so I want to take it slow, just go inside and keep it cool. But with you guys, no. No, it's time for your reading and we're going to make the most of it, yeah? So I hope you're well, Gemini. I hope you're well. I hope that the last reading really helped you. I hope that this year has been good for you. I know that you're longing for the summer, but you're definitely somebody that's really good at making the best and the most out of everything. So I like that. I actually just put up a post about the Lover's card, which is your card, in connection to the Devil card, which is Capricorn card. I'm a Capricorn sun, so it's interesting. And their interconnectedness and the shadow self and the light self and how they need to go together. So maybe there's something in there for you of how you've integrated yourself and your shadow self during this year and you feel more complete, I'm hearing. And it's like a cycle has been completed, and I saw 144. So yeah, that's a sign. That's a sign, I would say. Just gonna check my hair. You feel more integrated. You feel more complete. You feel completed. I don't really know where the camera is, where I should watch. Maybe that's you over there. Yeah. So anyway, how you doing this early fine morning? I'm hearing fine-tuning morning as well. So it's almost like you've been through some kind of grief, or at least the shadow aspect of you been like holding on to some deep darkness, and that you've been fine-tuning and attuning yourself into a frequency where you are more aligned and even more easily integrated and not so easily agitated, I'm hearing. That's good. So why the celebration? We're going to take a look at your mind, body, spirit complex, so your mental sphere, what's going on in your mindset, and what you're manifesting through your thoughts, right? And then we're going to take a look at your physical sphere, what's happening in your body, what's happening in your physical surroundings, what's happening with your money, and in that regard. And then we're going to take a look at spirit, so connection to your soul purpose, your higher purpose, and what God is really gifting you towards and guiding you towards, I would say. Yes. January, exciting. New year, new fresh start, new fresh slate. We're all about that. We got the death here, so you're definitely doing some form of rebirth. We're going to keep this up as a guidance card. This is a Scorpio card, right? And I feel like this goes very much in alignment with what I just said about integrating the darkness, integrating the deep darkness, integrating the pain too, the agitation, the irritation, all of those aspects of yourself that you didn't really want to see, that you've been fleeing from before. You've really done the hard work now, I'm feeling. And I could feel also too like it's very much due to Mars being retrograde in your sign, North Node in your sign, and so much happening in your sign this year. So it's just, Venus was stationed a very long time in your sign as well. So it was a very interesting year for you, right? A lot between the polarities of the dark and the light, the masculine and the feminine, and what is better to integrate those polarities than death and rebirth. And as you can see down here, we have peacock feathers. And peacock feather stands for rebirth. So they're also connected to Krishna and Christ in a way. Actually, the white peacock is connected to Christ energy. So there could be something in that, like the legend says, the tale says that he died on the cross. I see 444. He died on the cross for our sins. So he sacrificed his life so that we could repent. But have we repented? What does it mean to really die on the cross die as an example, what happened with him? Well, he became embodied as the avatar that he was even further. Like his physical body died, but then he got resurrected, right? So in a sense, whether that is true or false, whatever you believe in that regard, it is significant because he talked about how we are all interconnected, and he didn't mean that he would sacrifice himself alone in order for us to always be free of sin. No, I would rather say that he showed up doing the work, showing how to repent and how to get back what you deserve through liberation. And the only liberation there is really death, which is pretty scary, right? Death is scary because it's the unknown, right? But I feel like you face the unknown and you're coming out of it on the other side, and maybe that's the cause for celebration itself only. Like, you know, that's the cause by itself. We're actually going to take a look at a few more oracle cards before I dive into this deck. I'm being asked to put death back in because it might want to come back out later. But we're going to keep death in the deck and on our minds, yeah? Not for too much. I'm going to put it right before the 10 of Cups. So yeah, so you're definitely in tune for celebration and time for celebration. That's beautiful. So now, my Geminis, we're going to use one of my oracle deck cards, my self-made. I'm hearing this phrase, self-made pre-printed map. So it's almost like you're doing some form of self-fulfillment. You're doing some form of a self-discovery through manifestation of what is the more true you, so to say. Because once we are when we are governed by our deepest, darkest fears, when we are governed by that, we aren't really in our, full alignment, right? Like we are right where we should be, but we're not really in our full alignment. We're not aligned to ourselves. And I'm feeling my throat thickening up as I say that. So there could be something in that for you. If you haven't yet uncovered and discovered those parts of yourself, this is an opportunity to do so, because it is the darkest time of the year right now as we speak, and winter solstice is coming up, and so the perfect time for that plus the new year is the rebirth. So let's do that. Yeah, let's get into it. And it's like when the throat is thickening up, it's also a sign of and I'm feeling my shoulders, it's like this, my whole body is pulling together. It's no, I don't want to talk about it. Let's not mention it. So there's still some kind of fear lingering that you're breaking through, I'm feeling, or you just broke through it, or you will break through it in January. So that's the cause for celebration. So congratulations, that's amazing. All right, back to these prayer cards that I've done myself. I'm doing these cards to actually make an oracle deck. But for now, we're gonna use just the handmade ones, because I'm in the process of printing and everything. So I'm not gonna look. So I'm just gonna pick one. That's the one, and then we're gonna pick one more. I'm not looking, you guys. I'm not fooling you. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. You got Whew. Endless stream, source overflowing. I would definitely signify this to the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups to me is also it's not only love, everlasting love. I'm hearing the Black Keys, everlasting light. Let me be your everlasting light. That's the song for you then. But it's not about romantic love necessarily. It can be just heart opening and being your own everlasting light, being your own source. And this card is very much about being connected to source, to God, to that divine, overflowing, endless stream of infinite possibilities, infinite healing, infinite strength, infinite power, infinite creation. It's beautiful. And it's it tells us about, it's a golden opportunity to take that initiative, I'm hearing, to make that decision, to really choose to step into your truth. And why I'm saying that too is because we have this one, and it says, the choice is yours, take it. And it's an arrow. And it's an arrow pointing, but it's also pointing in several directions, 3 different directions. So maybe that's something in it for you. That's my kitty. Whenever you feel misaligned, or when you feel like you are not able to make the choice, because the Lover's card is also like significant of a choice, right? Making the right choice, connecting to your heart, making the choice that is most aligned to God's way and God's will in the highest alignment for you. So making a decision, making a choice according to what feels best, not only what feels best up here or in the body at the moment, but actually what resonates with your heart and with your alignment of yourself and your highest self and your highest purpose. So when you make that choice, whenever you feel out of alignment and you can't really make that choice, check in with yourself, what is in the highest alignment, and go into that space, in your heart space, that infinite flowing everlasting light. And tap into that and see how it feels and see what is resonant and not. Yeah? And also remember that the choice is always yours. Whenever you're faced with difficulties, you can choose to look at it three different ways. So again, the direction of the 3. You can look at it in a positive aspect. Like, oh yeah, this is gonna go great. No matter what's gonna happen, it's gonna go great. Yep. Or you can look at a negative aspect and say that, oh shit, now this is happening to me again. Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. Or you can look at it in an aspect where it's the middle ground. And the middle ground is like, it's not good. It's not bad. It is what it is. And I accept it. And I appreciate it. And I'm grateful for it. That's the middle way. That's the middle path. And that's very much the path of Christ too, I would say. And non-duality as well. So there's something in there for you. So yeah, so I'm gonna pull actually one more card here from the StarCode Astro Oracle, because I was getting some information. StarCode Astro Oracle deck for my Geminis. Gemini, by the way, Gemini, I'm sorry. It's Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, but whatever you feel, like if this resonates with you and you're not Gemini, Sun, or Moon, or Rising, it's still for you. And if you are Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and it doesn't resonate, then it's not for you. Yeah? This is mere guidance. Soothing entertainment. I hope you're entertained. Entertain me. Whoa, isn't that the Robbie Williams song? Let me entertain you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's your second one. Yikes, you got a lot of cool songs coming up. Okay, Gemini, what's the Oracle card from the StarCode Astro Oracle? You got Neptune. Vision, beautiful. It's a number 8, which is no, it's 26, which is a number 8. So 2 represents duality and interconnectedness and that relational energy, right? It's you and the external. It's you and the other, and it's very much a Gemini energy, right? It's the one and the other. And then we have 6, which is Virgo energy, which is the 6th house too. But also it talks about, day-to-day practices, the human aspect of being human, like not the spiritual aspect, not the emotional aspect, but the very much human aspect that we don't find perhaps so alluring, but still that we need to do. So it's about taking responsibility. So there could be also something in that I wrote on Instagram about the similarity between, or the shadow play and the light play between the devil and the Lover's card. Please read that if that resonates. And together 2 and 6, 26 is 8, which is power. And again, that infinite source, that infinite light. So we have Neptune here, and it's this vision. And where's Neptune at now? I should know this, but I don't. I feel like Neptune is still in Pisces, is it? That's weird. I don't think it is. Let's, okay. Obviously, I don't know. So please look it up. I can't remember where it's at. I feel like it was in Pisces. Because Uranus is in Taurus. Saturn is in Aquarius. Jupiter is going direct, just went direct in Pisces and going into Aries. So I feel like Neptune is still in Pisces. But please look into it. Either way, Neptune is ruling Pisces. And it speaks about that all-seeing eye, that vision of not only the future, but the past. And how all of the moments that we connect to are all interconnected to this moment, this present now. And it is here that you find your power, not over there, not in the past, not in the future. Whatever you envision for the future, remember that it is accessible here and now. So that's also your guidance. Also, could be something in it with the dream world. Like if you're having a lot of vivid dreams, please write them down, or at least try to memorize them when you wake up in the morning, and just like memorize them for yourself, go through them in your head. Yeah. So let's go into your reading. Well, we already started, but your tarot reading. Okay, we got a 3 of Wands, so if something is a little bit late but coming in, could be that Mercury is retrograding. Mercury, your planet, is retrograding now in Capricorn soon, which is also connected to that energy of the devil energy together with the lover's energy. So please, please, I will actually link you the post and you can read it. Yeah. So for my Geminis, in their mind, in their mental sphere, which is very strong for you guys, in their mind, in January 2023, please God. This is a tattoo tarot that I'm using. Oops, we got the World card, so yes, a new beginning is definitely coming in. It's beautiful. Yeah, you're ripe, I'm hearing. You're ripe to reap the rewards. Got the 4 of Swords and got the 2 of Swords. So yeah, there's still some kind of healing happening. This change that has taken place, or that is taking place, is maybe it is actually the cause to you resting and healing, or it's the other way around, or they're interconnected. So whenever you are resting and healing, this change is happening. Whenever you take down the fight and you relax, this is when the change will happen. Or whenever you get this change and this change is taking place, it's going to cause you to actually rest and heal. But then we have the 2 of Swords, which talks about mental conflict. And again, a choice or a decision, or even an inability to make a decision. So that's why it's important to step into the heart and the heart space and that source within. The 2 of Swords in the regular tarot, traditional tarot, is right, a woman sitting on a chair with her back against the ocean, the water, so she's not connected to her emotions. She has her feet on the ground, but she has 2 swords in her hands, and her arms are crossed, right? So she's covering up her heart as well. And then she has a blindfold over her eyes, which means that she can't see. But what does the blind one do? The blind one sees the unseen. So she goes within, right? She goes within and she looks at what is, again, maybe this is connected to vision, or to inner vision. She looks to see what is inside. So whenever we're blinded by the external events, we need to go inside. And I feel like this is what you're doing in January. Definitely. All right, let's look at your physical sphere, body, mind, body. Let's look at your body for my Geminis. What's happening in your physical surroundings? Get the Page of Cups. So there's some kind of offer. Could be related to love. Could be an apology. Let's take a look what's more is happening. Yeah, we have the 2 of Cups, so this definitely connected to some kind of a relationship. But this makes you feel pretty trapped, actually. It puts you in a position where you feel trapped and where you don't feel free, which I know you hate to be trapped. I know you dislike it highly, I would say. But again, in that 8 of Swords energy, in the traditional tarot as well, like she's also blindfolded, right? And she's stuck, or she's seemingly stuck by, surrounded by all these swords in like on the shore, could be connected to the beach, or the same kind of energy that we picked up on in the Two of Swords, where the ocean is behind her. But now she's standing in the ocean at the beach, and her arms are tied, but she can untie herself, and she can easily walk out of that situation if she just realizes that she has the power within. And I feel like this is a message for you, because you got the source, the endless stream source overflowing, you got the choice is yours, take it, and then you have the vision. So you look inside to see that you got the power to make the decision, the choice is yours, and you're guided to take it. Whatever direction it is, it doesn't matter as long as it's connected to this, right? Your heart. I'm just listening if it's my cat or not. He doesn't like the new litter box I bought him. So that's a side note. I also feel like, you know, yeah, you want to make sure that you feel safe too. And if you don't feel safe in this relationship or in this connection, whatever it is, it could be like a commitment at work, it could be family, it could be romantic, whatever it is some form of soulmate contract, or at least an offering of a soulmate contract. And in that offering, it's gonna make you feel trapped. I don't know why, actually, but we're gonna find out, yeah? Let's take a look at Spirit. What has Spirit has to say? Spirit for Geminis. We got the King of Swords, which could be you, right? You're the air sign. Whoa, flying out. Seven of Swords in reverse. So this is really good. Your higher self is very aligned. Your soul is very aligned with the ability to see through bullshit, to cut through deception, to navigate yourself out of any foolishness, I would say. Seven of Swords in reverse could also be like not really knowing how to get out of deception, not really seeing deception as it is. But I would say that because it has the King of Swords next to it, yeah, you definitely have the ability, because he is clarity himself. Like, he knows exactly where to cut away things, how to cut away things, how to use his words, how to use his voice, how to address whatever needs to be addressed. And he could be coming across as pretty cold, but he knows what he needs to do for his own best and for his entire kingdom too, I'm hearing. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is an opportunity. There's a great opportunity in this. And I don't know what the opportunity is, but I feel like with the Death card before, it is an opportunity to learn. And I'm hearing to burn away that which doesn't serve. Yeah, we have the Tower card, and then we got a Three of Cups. So there's some kind of, it's like there's an ending to some kind of cycle, and it's an abrupt ending, and this is going to cause celebration. But I'm trying to figure out actually why all of these swords are in the way and what makes it get out in the way. Why are these cards here, by the way? Oh, Gemini, it's like you forgot about something and then it finally shows up again and it wants to tell you a story. And this story is a story that you fought a long time to forget, I'm hearing. So we got the Moon card, talks about illusion again, something that is a little bit obscure and not really truthful and not really aligned. And then we got the Ace of Wands, which is passion and creativity and strength, right? So through this illusion, whatever this illusion is, it's definitely feeding into some form of power, and even I would say creative power that is not really definitely connected. It's not really only connected to the solar plexus, but actually more connected to the sacral chakra. And this to the waters, which is Cancer, is also connected to the sacral chakra or Scorpio. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio or Cancer actually, because we have the Queen of Cups here too, which is also Scorpio or Cancer, or Pisces. But I feel more Scorpio Cancer. So yeah, so there's this almost illusionary new beginning of love, But then we get the Nine of Swords, which creates a lot of mental confusion, conflict, inability to sleep, late nights, mental anguish, desperation. Seven of Wands, trying to fight that off, fend it off, and going into Emperor mode. So either you're fighting away, or this is a story that has been told before. So this is a story that is not happening right now, I gotta tell you. These cards popped up in the middle of nowhere right here. Almost like a story, a memory will pop up in the middle of nowhere. A person or whatever it is will pop up in the middle of nowhere. It's like, oh shit, I thought I had left that behind. I didn't remember all of it, but it's here. It's here for you to remember all of it now. And we get the Emperor, so you could be fighting off an Emperor, or it's actually you going into Emperor mode. But whatever it is, when this Emperor energy comes in, which is again being in your power completely, this is when the mental anguish ends, and this is when you choose to leave, to safer waters, to leave to calmer waters, to leave to a new haven. So it's almost like this story has happened before, and it is coming up again to remind you of what you went through, so that you can remember where to harness your power from, I'm feeling. Yeah. Because you're not really trapped. You're not really unable to make a decision. It's just that you forgot for a moment what it was like when you went through this thing. And now you will remember again. You're like, oh, that's right. That was what I was supposed to do. Now I remember. Now I recall. Thank you, God. And again, remember, also it's all about how you take it, right? You could take it positive, negative, or what about the in-between mode? What about the in-between? Let's get some clarity for you guys before we end this. Yeah, and then I'm hearing no doubt. Let's end it on this. Give me one more kiss. It's over. Let's end it on this. Let's end it on this. It's over. So yeah, there's something. You have 3 songs now. Now you had Let Me Be Your Everlasting Light, which is a love song, right? It's a love tribute. But I felt like it was more of a self-love in your regard. And then we had Robbie Williams with Let Me Entertain You. And it's like a show. It's a show, it's an accelerated experience, and it's a once in a lifetime experience. It's like, it's entertainment, so it's not really real, right? It's something that entertains you, that catches your eye, or you are the one that catches someone or something's eyes on the prize, I'm hearing. And then it's like, well, but it's over. It's like, no, it's over, it's done. And maybe it doesn't have to be a person. Maybe it could just be you and the way that you relate to yourself, and that like self-sacrificial way that you relate to yourself before, or where you felt trapped by your circumstances. Whatever that shadow part was of you, it's like you're kissing it goodbye. Like, it's over. Like, let's end it on this. It's over. No more self-sabotage. I'm going for the gold now. I'm going for truth now. I'm going for innocence now. I'm going for rebirth now. I'm going for me now. Yeah? Okay, please clarify the mental aspect for my Geminis in January. Please clarify. If you want a personal reading with me, please book it through my website, or you can just email me. We got the High Priestess on the mental. So yeah, so this is definitely an opportunity for you to see it from a higher point of view. And whatever is ending in January is creating an opportunity for you to heal something and reveal something for yourself that you haven't been able to reveal before, because the High Priestess is also about secrecy, or at least like keeping something hidden to some degree, like knowing something but not speaking about it. And now it's like coming up for you to see it for yourself again. And the Two of Swords, like going inwards, and you're like, aha, that's right. That's where the choice is. This is the choice. This is my source. This is me. Now I know. This is really good. It's really, really good. Please, Spirit, clarify the body, the physical aspect for my Geminis, please. Whoa! And we got the Queen of Cups again, my loves, again. So yeah, you could definitely be dealing with a Cancer or Scorpio or Pisces. For sure. The moon is here as well, twice. Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying yeah. But for you in this regard, about Eight of Swords, it's also about, again, knowing the chalice is yours. The chalice of overflowing love, of overflowing source energy, of overflowing cups is yours. It is yours, and it's always been yours. Nobody can take away that from you unless you give it away, right? So don't give it away. And also about giving away, maybe you're not about to, like, because usually you're very talkative, right? But maybe it's also good for you to not say something to somebody or other people in general, to not reveal all of it, to not spill all the beans or tell all the tea, right? It's like, it's yours. It's yours, and that's where you're going to keep it. You're like, you don't need to reveal it. It's some form of like inner knowing that's not needed to talk about, but that's just evident to you. Look at them. Let's see if I can get it. Focus. Look at their faces. Can you see? Very calm, very cool, very collected. It's beautiful. I love it. But also maybe if this is a relationship coming back around and you're not telling anybody about it, it actually could cause a lot of internal drama for you. Yeah, can we get one more advice on the Eight of Swords, please? Gemini is Eight of Swords. Oh, look at her face. It's justice. So it shall be revealed in divine timing, and divine justice shall prevail. It shall prevail. I feel very medieval now. I feel almost, it's like the Holy Grail, right? Do you know Monty Python, The Quest for the Holy Grail? You should totally watch it. It's so funny. It's so silly. But in a sense, you know, it's like you've been questing for that Holy Grail, and the Holy Grail is always within, right? And now, you know, now that you found it, you went through the wilderness, I'm hearing, you find this balance within yourself, and between the dark and the light, and the right and the wrong, and the up and the down, and here and there, between your two halves. And in that sense, justice shall prevail. Justice will prevail. So all these worries that you have about not knowing what choice to take, or not knowing what is right and what is wrong, it will balance itself out. You just have to get in touch with that internal cup, that Ace of Cups within you, that source within you, that inner vision. I feel like meditation will be really, really helpful for you too. Yeah, okay, I didn't even ask, but out came the Hierophant, the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. So I'm going to put this back in, and I'm going to ask once again, but I would say if this is a commitment, this is a favorable commitment that feels balanced and just and right, about giving and taking. And it's not about being in lack like you felt before, whenever you've been in similar situation, I would say, where you worked really hard for something, and then you felt like you got it all, and then suddenly you were not having anything. This, and we got Eight of Swords again. So yeah, so this is situations you've been in before, but it's not gonna happen. It's not. Look, like I can't even make this into something else than it is. So we got, look, Seven of Cups, Nine of Swords again, difficulty sleeping, heartache, Eight of Swords again, feeling trapped, Five of Swords in a conflict, working really hard, feeling like finally you got it all, and then boom, you have nothing. Because, why is that? Well, because you haven't dealt with these swords. whatever, like these false promises that you got before, whatever, you know, self-sabotage or like sticky, tricky situation that were really, really, really backstabbing, I would say, or like this kind of betrayal that you felt like you were in before. It's not gonna happen again as long as you deal with your demons, I'm hearing. The cards have been dealt, I'm hearing as well. So please, Spirit, what is the clarification on Spirit? Here we go. For you, we got the King of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Woohoo! So yeah, if this is a relationship, my loves, this is something that is lasting for the long run. So please celebrate it and take that opportunity and listen to your heart. It's like you're gonna have it all this time around. You're gonna have it all and you're not gonna lose it. It's gonna be stable. It's gonna be commitment. Definitely worth taking. It's gonna grow your finances, your worth. It's gonna be equal give and take and a lot of clarity. It's like your element. We got both the King and the Queen of Swords. We got both the King and the Queen of Cups. We got the Justice. We got the 10 of Cups. We got the High Priestess. Like, listen, this is a really good reading for January, and you're gonna get it all in a balanced way. But what you need to do is to look within to find that overflowing source and tap into it. Take the decision, make the choice. The choice is yours. Take it, and then once you've taken it, just trust it. Trust that it will be, because that's what you believe is also what you create, right? So if you continue to trust in that it shall fail, then it shall fail. And nothing is only negative or only positive. Like, nothing can be just one polarity. You know that out of all people, right? So I would say take the middle road, take the high road, take the heart road. Yeah. Okay, 37 minutes in. Thank you, Geminis. I love you and have a blessed, blessed, blessed new year. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holy Days, and Happy Solstice, Winter Solstice, and Happy New Year. Bye.